I'm Todd, and I'm an inventor. And I have a patent. It's US 9024168, if you want to look it up. And I and I worked in the Silicon Valley through the 90s in the semiconductor industry. And and now for some musical interlude here. Okay. So thank you. So I promised I would do a little geek speak here. So we'll start on this end. This is made with laser cut wood. It's a 1/4-inch plywood that's laminated together. Got a hardwood fingerboard here. And then I have a last layer is made with, it's like a smoke acrylic. I got it at Home Depot. So the electronics are, the main sensor is just a 10-turn potentiometer. And my dad actually got it when he worked at Lockheed Martin. And when they closed down the plant, he had all these parts. And so I made good use of it. What it does is the dowel rolls along the spindle. And if people are familiar with Arduino, this is an Arduino 101. It has an Intel chip. And we used to say Intel inside. Mine is Intel outside, so it's out here. But either way, so what I'm doing is a reading of the velocity of the bow, and that will adjust the volume of the note. And the trick with the note is, if you're familiar with an array, it's a very simple artificial intelligence. I have an array of notes for the scale of A minor, and I have more notes on the A note. I have more A notes on the octave. I have more fifths in the array, and I have more thirds. So when you play, the reason it sounds more melodic is because it's playing more of a chording arrangement, which a lot of melodies are based on chords. So that's about it for this instrument. I'll bring out the next one, is a wind instrument. I have to change the synthesizer here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Thank you. And so, talking about this instrument now, I'll shut this off. I'll just describe it with a name. So what I'm doing, the similar thing is I'm picking the note. It's a pseudo-random note based on the scale. And then I have like a trumpet setup, but rather than playing trumpet fingering, I'm doing a chord, which if people are familiar with triads, it's root, third, fifth. So when I have the note, the melody playing, you can accompany yourself with chords. So it's a self-accompanying instrument. And then in my last minute here, I decided to explain that you too can build these instruments just down the street at the George Latimer Library, because they have laser cutters. They cut all the parts here on the laser cutter. They have 3D printers. You can print all the 3D parts. This instrument can be found on Thingiverse under violins. It's basically was supposed to be an electric violin, but I didn't put the strings on it, I put electronics. And then this just has some miscellaneous hardware that I bought at the hardware store. So I encourage you, God gave us these two hands in our mind and to use for creating things, and I just encourage everyone here to do likewise. Okay, it's not supposed to be a Q&A, but one quick... Thingiverse? Oh, I don't have a personal Thingiverse account. Just look up violins on Thingiverse, and you'll find this one. Okay. Thank you.